And please tell Joey Christmas will be snowing. And Rachel and Chandler.
Welcome to On the Couch. I am Josh.
I'm Jocelyn.
We are obviously not on a couch today, so I apologize for misleading any of you. I guess if you're listening, you don't know whether we're on a couch or not, but if you're watching this, you see we're not on a couch. We are in our living room for our spectacular, we're going to call it a Christmas special spectacular.
Oh, okay.
Sure, right? That sounds
Sure.
good. Celebrating Christmas. I got my hat on. We got our tree.
We're dressed very festively.
Very Christmassy, right?
And both of us wearing all black.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Okay.
But Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate,
Merry
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah,
Christmas.
anything else. Fun side note, this song that she sings, she just says Merry Christmas over and over again.
Let's check that over.
And when we first got married,
It's a song.
for a long time, I thought she was just making it up because she does that sometimes. Sometimes you just sing words. You get that from your mother, I believe.
Yeah.
But apparently it's a real song. You can't play it. We're going to get copyright issues or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called anyways.
I know, but they just say Merry Christmas
find
over
it,
and
though.
over and over again. And I thought she was
It's like a
making
little
it up.
kid choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought she was, like for years, I had no idea that was a real song. But apparently it is. So today's our Christmas special, spectacular. So we got a couple of
Spectacular.
Christmas things to talk about today. First of all, production notes. We do have some production notes. Well, it's
really?
been a long time since we've done one of these.
It has been a really long time.
We have been busier. I've launched a company, Josh Coan Media. So if you go to joshcoan.com, get you some videos. So I already had joshcoan.com, but now it's like official LLC, all that stuff. So
Legit.
for those wondering, our sponsorship is Josh Coan Media.
Yes, I'm sure they're very curious about
So yeah, we no longer are sponsored by Vote Coan. That election is over. My mom did not win, which is unfortunate, but
that. Yeah, probably pretty good with what's happening in the school district right now. She doesn't
yeah,
have to deal with
probably
any of
probably better for her, but not better for the school district. But we
Yeah.
won't go into that. I'm also, if I'm allowed to plug, for sponsorships, I'm also taking a trip to Zacatecas, Mexico in March.
Yeah.
So if you do want to help donate for my trip, I'm going down to the orphanage that I helped. I went on trips with when I was in high school, so 20 years ago. And I'm going back
You're old.
to do video with the orphanage and the ministry they do down there, and to hopefully help them continue to raise funds and do things year round with the videos that I create. So if you want to donate to help me go there, it's kind of a Josh Coan Media pro bono kind of thing. I'm not charging them for it, but obviously I got to pay to get down there and everything. So if you would like to donate to that, I'll put the link maybe in the comments below or something like that. And it is a 501c3 nonprofit, so you can get tax deductible for that. So if you want to give, feel free to do so. Otherwise, Josh Coan Media, our sponsor, will also sponsor that trip. Also, I just want to, we haven't done many. We haven't done these in a while.
Correct.
If you are clamoring for more and you want a lot
That's
more,
a good word. Clamoring?
That's a good one.
That's a good word.
Let us know, because we don't want to disappoint our fans.
Yeah.
But we are busy, and we are, I don't know, we're doing these for fun.
I don't have anything exciting to say.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's only so many things to talk about,
yeah, that's true. Neither of us are like extreme talkers either.
Yeah.
You ever talked this, I won't say any names, but you talk to someone and they keep going. You're like, how can you even have more to say? They use all of their words. They use more words in a 20-minute conversation than I use the entire day.
You can be a talker sometimes. In specific settings, you can be a talker.
If you get the right, probably topic.
Yes.
But I think most introverts are like that. I think if you get them on the right topic, they have their things that they can go on and on about. I generally, because those things for me are NASCAR and things that people don't care about, or shoes,
I just hear them. That's the thing. That's
yes.
why I think you're a talker.
So to most people, I'm not going to go on about NASCAR or, you know, the history of this Jordan that I just bought or whatever. But you are stuck with me.
Yeah.
So you have to. Everybody else, if they don't want to hear it, if you want to hear it, I'll talk to you about it for sure. But most people don't. So I don't go into detail about that kind of stuff and we just move on.
Should we talk about Christmas?
Yeah. Speaking of moving on, good transition. Christmas. So I'm just going to ask, I got a couple questions for you. You can answer. I'll pipe in and answer some as well, probably. See if we can do this little rapid fire. I think I added a couple after I sent these to you. So if this catches you off guard.
I only glanced at the list.
You didn't look at them that much anyways. Okay. First question. Jesus or Santa? You can only pick one. You can only pick one.
Jesus.
Okay, good.
What kind of a question is that?
No, I just think it's so funny the Christians that are like so overly Christian that they're like dressing up as Santa is bad or like celebrating Santa is bad. You ever had Christians? No?
Yeah.
We had a teacher in high school dressed up as Santa on our like Christmas day, out of dress code day, and like parents complained.
Well, I just think of him as like a character of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're not really opposites. They don't actually contend. I mean,
No.
Santa, Rudolph, Frosty.
Yeah, it's like exactly.
Imaginary, Buddy the Elf.
Yeah.
The Grinch.
Yeah.
Should I try to name some more?
No.
Kevin McAllister. I don't know. It's a fictional character. No, so I feel like people make you choose between Jesus and Santa.
Well,
or maybe not.
I don't think people do make you choose.
No,
in that, not like that specific, like you just asked me.
Well, yeah, because I was kind of joking.
Oh, okay. Well.
Wasn't very funny though. Apparently, let's keep moving.
I'm sure my mom thought it was funny.
It'll get better after this. I promise you guys.
Sure my
keep
mom
watching.
thought it was funny.
Question number 2: is Christmas actually the most wonderful time of the year?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Show your work. Why is Christmas the most wonderful time of the year?
Look how magical it is.
It is very magical.
I do think you have to live in a cold state to truly appreciate the magic of Christmas. We lived in Southern California for 2 Christmases and have now spent a few Christmases in Oklahoma. And it just doesn't have quite the same.
No.
Well, there's an ad on our YouTube. It just doesn't have.
Don't look at the ad. They're not paying for this.
It just doesn't have quite the same specialness to it.
Agree.
As when it's, well, you probably can't see outside
I don't know how
anymore.
well you can see out
Snowy
there.
and cold outside, and you have lights, and it's just so
like
cozy.
hot cocoa to warm you up, and
yeah,
I think San Diego does a good job.
Yeah,
They had like a big thing at Balboa Park, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't.
We did like there was like a boat parade at San Diego Bay where they're coming by with. It was nice, but it just wasn't Christmas. It just doesn't feel.
Well, I just think when you're forced to be
Christmas.
inside because the weather's bad, like you're forced
That
into
adds
this
to the
like
coziness of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, but that wasn't a good sound.
No, it's fine.
I do think it is. I love it. I love everything about it.
Yes.
And I think that it should be longer.
Agreed.
Christmas season.
I propose. Is that another ad on our?
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh man. Well, can pause that or get that out of it.
Skip it.
Oh, there we go. Back to Christmas. Yeah, and when I went to school in Oklahoma, went to college in Oklahoma, and it never felt like Christmas until I got home for break, because that's when it was like cold and snowy and felt like Christmas. But I will say, I'm okay with celebrating Christmas as long as possible. Mm-hmm. We live in a state where there's snow on the ground sometimes until April, so I leave the lights up. Probably don't leave the tree up. It's a fake tree. We could this year. Leave it up into April.
Yeah, if it's not a real tree, it'll be up at least into January.
Yeah,
well,
and not
January.
because we're lazy, but because we're
no. If
enjoying
it's
Christmas.
gonna be freezing cold outside, I'm gonna have a Christmas tree up.
Yes.
I might take some of the decorations off and just leave the lights, because that's my favorite part, and just have the lights.
Okay. on the same topic, when can you start decorating for Christmas?
Whenever the F you want. Sorry, that's not very
appropriate.
That's okay. I don't work for a church anymore. Listen, the people who are like, there's Thanksgiving and you have to wait until after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a day. Christmas is a season.
Yes. Yeah.
And nothing is better than having a Thanksgiving dinner with your Christmas decorations in the background. You can throw some turkeys up or whatever, but like you're kind of limited with your fall Thanksgiving decorations. Yes. You can only have so many turkeys and pumpkins up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Before it's like...
And again, in Minnesota, by the end of November, there's typically snow on the ground.
Yes.
It's not fall-y out. You don't have...
Well, I think
like
of pumpkins as more fall.
Yeah.
And then, so by the time Thanksgiving comes around, pumpkin season is over.
Yes.
There's no pumpkin spice
What about those that wait for
Starbucks anymore?
For after Halloween?
Well, I'm not a big Halloween person.
Yeah, same.
Halloween's gross and icky, and Christmas is magical and joyful.
Yeah, this year we put up our tree pretty early.
We did.
I think the second earliest we've ever put it up.
Yeah.
Because when we first got married, we put it up like the first weekend of October, but that's because I lost my job, and so we wanted something to cheer about and be excited about. But this year, I really felt like there was just so much Halloween stuff everywhere and like creepy decorations and stuff. I wanted some like cheerful stuff, like happy.
Yeah, I think people have gotten creepier with their decorations too.
Agree.
Like if you want to have like a giant blow up pumpkin, okay, whatever, that's fine. But like one of our neighbors, well, like a few blocks away, they had like all of these like zombies, I guess they would
and
be.
Skeletons and
like coming out of their
clowns.
Yard. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not fun.
I don't understand why people enjoy that. If you say you like Halloween because you enjoy the idea
candy,
of like
costumes.
The costumes, I think costumes are fun. I love seeing people get creative with their costumes. I think that's super fun. And again, if you like, okay, like I'm thinking, like the Charlie Brown episode of Halloween,
the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown,
that type of Halloween.
Yeah,
I don't understand why people like scary, creepy Halloween.
Yeah, or like
get it.
Fun.
I think you need to maybe.
We do have neighbors that
go
go all out for Halloween, but it's all like fun and like kiddie stuff.
Yeah,
like that's to me that's completely different, or at least I prefer that. Yeah. I mean, do whatever you want.
We had our Christmas tree up this year. I think we put it up the third week of October.
Yeah, so
it was definitely up on Halloween when.
Kids were knocking on our doors and stuff. We had the Christmas tree up, but I think. Oh no, I was gonna say we were watching we were watching Sister Act 2.
Yeah,
I remember that. Sister Act 2. That's a great movie, by the way. All right, next question. So, the Christmas celebration being so long.
Yes.
Your birthday is right smack in the middle of that.
Sure is.
December 19th, which is tomorrow, but you're probably watching this later because I probably won't even have it up by your birthday. But whenever you're watching this, her birthday was the 19th, so wish her a happy birthday. Buy her some presents and stuff.
That's okay.
What is that like growing up with? We're gonna get deep here.
I'm gonna go really turned on your
act like your therapist
voice.
A little bit here. What was it like growing up with your birthday so close to Jesus's birthday?
Well,
did you feel competition with Jesus?
No, I never minded it. I think a big part of that is due to my mother, and my parents will give them credit. My mom's birthday is on January 1st, and so her birthday often got overlooked being so close to Christmas. And so she made sure to really always separate my birthday and Christmas. So I never got like the combined birthday Christmas gifts growing up. I actually feel like I celebrated my birthday more because often like we'd be with family around Christmas, and so we'd end up celebrating my birthday one day, and then once I have a cousin who's a decent amount younger, but her birthday's in December, so then we do like a cake for both of us, December birthdays, that kind of a thing. So I enjoyed it. With Christmas being my favorite time of year, I enjoyed it. When I turned 30, we went to New York for my birthday, and everything was decorated for Christmas. It was fantastic.
But I feel like for your birthday, we always like do Christmas things.
Because I like Christmas things. I mean, not always.
When we can't, there's a limit to what you can actually
in winter,
do. Yeah.
There's only so many things you can do.
Yeah.
We don't always do something Christmassy.
No.
I feel like the last couple years it has been more Christmassy, but
yeah,
I am perfectly happy with that, and that's usually my choice. But I like it. I think having a January birthday is worse. I think having a birthday after Christmas is worse. Mine is before Christmas, and I think that makes a big difference. After Christmas, people are kind of over it. They've eaten a ton. They've spent a lot of money.
They spent all their money.
Yeah, exactly. They used up all their PTO. So I think having a birthday after Christmas is worse, personally.
Okay.
But that's just, I mean, I've only had one before, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
mine's fallen on Easter every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid getting extra Christmas cards from my aunts and uncles because I saw the birthday cards, not Christmas cards in April, but because I saw them on my birthday.
Exactly.
So they were like, "Oh, let me get you something."
It's exactly
when normally
right.
they wouldn't, or it'd be late or whatever. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. These are gonna be more rapid fire. What's the best Christmas movie?
Oh, my favorite is White Christmas.
Okay. I will say Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
That's a good
From
one.
2000, classic. Obviously, Alf is
Way better
was
than
an
the new
instant
Grinch.
classic.
I don't like the new one.
That cartoon one, animated one. No, Jingle All the Way is an honorable mention though.
I do not like Jingle.
She does not like Jingle All the Way,
No.
but in the chat, let me know, all the Jingle All the Way fans.
I think you just like it because it takes place in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's shot downtown.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why you like it.
That's also Arnold Schwarzenegger as a dad.
As a terrible dad.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No.
I think it's fun. And you got young Anakin Skywalker before he became Anakin.
Before he turned evil.
Yeah, well, he wasn't evil. Christopher Lloyd was never actually evil because he was...
Okay, let's...
Hayden Christensen became evil. Best Christmas song?
I don't know.
This is why I gave her the notes ahead of time so that she could study and have an answer for me.
I probably wouldn't have chosen one anyways. I'm not very good with favorites.
You know, you're not. What's your favorite color right now? Do you have one currently? I just remember when we got married, it was purple, and it's changed so many times from that since then. And
if I had to pick one, it'd be a blue.
A blue? Mm-hmm. Like your eyes? Your
no,
beautiful
like
blue eyes?
no, don't be weird. Like
it's not weird to say that my wife has beautiful blue eyes.
It's weird when there are people that could
There's
hear
nobody
you.
We're in the living room by ourselves.
Yeah, but they could hear
It's just me and you. No, there's...
yeah, like a bright blue, if I had to pick. But
okay. But you don't have a favorite Christmas song? What are some Christmas songs that you like?
I can't think
Little
of
Drummer
any.
Boy by Justin Bieber.
That's a solid one.
That's good.
That's a great classic Christmas song. I like the Bruce Springsteen version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Okay.
That one just is great always.
Yeah.
That's a classic that I don't get sick of.
Yeah,
or like if I'm gonna put on Christmas music, usually I'll put on like the classics, like Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Those kind of Christmas.
Yeah.
I think most modern Christmas sucks, except
for the Jonas Brothers. We listened to a lot of Jonas Brothers this Christmas.
Yeah. To be fair, you put it on, so.
Well, because I know you like it.
Yeah.
And that Home Alone song.
It's a great. It's a great movie. You guys should watch it.
Go check it out. Disney Plus. Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Not even a sponsor.
Jonas Christmas movie.
Yeah.
They should sponsor us. I've given them enough of my money.
You have. You went from 0 Jonas Brothers concerts to 3 in the last 2 years. I guess maybe 3 in 3 years. Maybe you didn't go to one last year. 3
in 3 years. They were on tour last year. It was 2 years ago.
Okay, well, still.
Anyways, what's your favorite Christmas song?
I don't have a favorite song, but Reach Records,
getting mad at me.
Lecrae Reach Records 116 came out with a Christmas album a couple years ago, and it's obviously like hip hop, but it's not like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when you like try to make Christmas too cool, you just like ruin it.
Yes.
Actually, my favorite is DMX, R.I.P. Doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. If you have not seen that, it is fantastic. Just the best Christmas song ever made. DMX doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's the best one. But I also like that 116 album.
That is
and
a good Christmas album.
Javante Patton, I'll give a plug to him. He's got a Christmas album came out last year. He recorded it actually at Living Word not that long ago, a couple years ago. So check that out as well.
I don't know why you said that like that.
Like what?
Actually, at Living Word, we're not associated. You should cut that out, but we're not associated with them.
We go to Living Word Northwest still.
I know, but it's not like
we were at the Christmas show.
But it wasn't like we were talking about it or something. You know, it's fine. We should move on.
We'll move on. What is the worst Christmas song?
The shoes one.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That one is the Christmas shoes. That one is bad.
Christmas shoes. I hate it.
Doesn't his mom die or something in it?
Yeah, she's dying.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to buy
KTIS plays that all the time.
Oh my gosh, I love that song, and it's so terrible.
I like cheerful Christmas music.
Yes, I'm not trying to be depressed.
Yeah. Close. The correct answer is, do you hear what I hear?
First of all, this is an opinion, so there's not a correct answer.
You were close.
Do you hear what I hear?
Is terrible.
Fair. It's not great, but it's nowhere near as bad as Christmas.
It's just so annoying. Do you hear? If I'm standing next to you, yes, I'm hearing it too. If you're on the radio and I'm sitting in my car, I'm not hearing what you hear. If you're hearing it,
I don't think you're supposed to take it that literally.
It's just annoying. And I actually, Mary Did You Know Done Well sounds really good, but when you think about that too long, it gets weird too.
It's also
because it's like, yes,
I shouldn't say this, but it's also kind of annoying to listen to. It's just so slow and
Billy Steele when he did it at the Christmas concert.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's true. But she did know. I mean, the angel visited her and told her. Yeah. So, what is the best Christmas cookie? You've been making a lot of Christmas cookies, doing a lot of baking this year.
I don't know if I could pick just one. If you have to pick one, you have to go with a cutout because that's the most classic cookie.
For sure.
In my house, a peanut butter blossom was always a classic. Okay. We always had that. Or like people typically do them with Hershey Kisses. Chocolate Stars is the actual way to go if you can find them. Fleet Farm has them.
Or peanut butter cups.
Or peanut butter cups. You could do that too. Yeah. But I do have a lot of feelings about Christmas cookies right now because I've been making Christmas cookies.
That's why I asked.
Making Christmas cookie boxes. And I think there are a lot of acceptable Christmas cookies, but people are really just out here wilding, and it's really starting to irritate me because I've been watching videos and looking at Christmas cookie boxes online to like get ideas and whatnot. And people are just like the amount of chai tea flavored cookies and desserts.
What?
Listen, I love chai tea.
Why would you have a chai tea cookie?
But what does that have to do with Christmas? That's great for any other time of year, but that does not make sense for a Christmas cookie box. I've seen multiple key lime pie flavored things.
That's not Christmas.
Unless you live in Florida, I will accept it if you're in Florida. Otherwise, no key lime pie in a Christmas cookie box.
I think of it's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the Nicolaj like brings cookies, and he says something about I don't know, she names two things, and Jake's like, none of those are cookie things.
Cookie things.
He's like, I don't want
yeah. I've seen a lot of coffee flavored too, which I think is a bit of a stretch. That might be a personal preference.
Another ad?
There's people in a hot tub on our TV right now. Because I never had... I mean, I don't associate coffee with Christmas necessarily because I have coffee every day of my life. But...
Well, I think that's the thing. Like,
I think something mint. I think you have to have something mint.
Yeah. We talked about this before. I'm not a big mint cookie fan because then what do you drink with it? And what do you... I don't know. To me, mint's like after your meal, you have a mint.
Yeah, but your cookie you're eating after your meal.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I do think, there's got some distinctions between Christmas cookies and just cookies in general.
That's what I think.
Because like cutouts are Christmas cookies.
Yeah, I mean, you can make cutouts for other things.
Which makes me think, because
I
was going to...
if your cutouts look fantastic and are cardboard, I want none of it. I don't care if your cookies are aesthetic looking, if they taste horrible.
Yeah, taste is definitely better.
I'm not an aesthetic baker.
Yeah.
I'm a taste good baker.
But if you are going to post on Instagram, they should look good.
I mean, yeah, but you can have a decent looking cookie and...
It doesn't have to look perfect, but it should look...
I know, but you know those sugar cookies I'm talking about where people like I mean, they do so much decoration on them.
Yeah, and then they don't even taste good.
No.
Yeah. Which I thankful for my wife is she makes gluten-free cut out cookies for me because I cannot eat nearly as many cookies as I used to. Also, because I was going to say, this is where we're talking about like cookies versus Christmas cookies. I was going to say peanut butter middles are my favorite, but I don't know if they count as a Christmas cookie. But her grandpa used to make these delicious peanut butter middles, and they're like chocolate with peanut butter in them.
Chocolate cookie with a peanut butter center, yeah.
It's super good, and she actually made some gluten-free ones for me this year because I hadn't eaten them since I went gluten-free a few years back. But they're delicious, and I don't know if they count as Christmas cookies though.
I think they can count. I think they're acceptable. They're not a classic Christmas cookie. My grandpa just had them.
Yeah.
They're
just the best cookie ever made, though, is all I'm saying.
But I think they could count. But I'm a big peanut butter person, so I think peanut butter is an acceptable Christmas flavor.
Peanut butter feels Christmassy because like those peanut butter blossoms that you were talking about.
Yeah,
feels Christmassy.
Or like people make Buckeyes at Christmas.
Yeah, or like the ones with the Ritz that you dip in chocolate. I don't know. It seems Christmassy to me for some reason.
I think it probably depends on what you had like growing up.
Yeah.
But key lime pie is never Christmassy.
No, that doesn't count.
And neither is chai. Ugh. I probably would really love a chai cookie, and I probably will try to make them at some point. But in like
you don't
January,
need to make those gluten-free for
I'll
me.
make them in January, not for Christmas.
Yeah. What is your best Christmas memory?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
What do you think about memories for Christmas?
Well, memories aren't my strong suit.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know. You go first.
I don't know. I think New York was really fun.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily. Okay, so I guess for me, I associate that more with.
It doesn't have to be Christmas morning.
Yeah, but I guess everything
Christmas
was decorated
season.
for Christmas, but
Yeah,
I
associate
that more with my birthday than with Christmas.
Yeah.
From my
But I mean, we
memories.
saw the Rockefeller tree.
Yeah.
Which is crazy packed, so busy.
It's cool though. It's worth it.
Yeah, prepare for, you were literally like the busiest day on the state fair, worse than that. You're like shoulder to shoulder, shuffling forward. Everybody's got their phones up trying to get a picture of it. It's quite an experience. But everything looks so fun down in New York, Christmas time. I don't know. I just remember.
Do you have one from like your childhood?
Well, I just remember as a kid, we go to my dad's side on my mom's side Christmas Eve, my dad's side Christmas morning. And so I just always remember like the very distinct, my dad's side is white and much more like we sat at a table and like, I don't know, just felt like it was more.
Also a lot less people.
A lot less people, especially when not all the family came to all of them. My mom's side, Christmas Eve, was just crazy. She's got 8 siblings, plus a few others that my grandma kind of took in over the years. I got 20-some cousins over there, just packed into this little house in Brooklyn Center. But yeah, I just remember I love that cozy feeling of like the house being too packed.
Yeah. On
Christmas Eve. There's something about that, and my grandma always said, you can bring whoever you want, just let me know ahead of time so you can make sure they get a gift. And so that was always like I remember, Frank coming to them sometimes. Obviously, when we got engaged, you came, and I just remember, and I mean, cousins, baby mamas that came even after they weren't together anymore. I don't know if my grandma knew they weren't together anymore, or she just already accepted them in the family, so she invited them back, and just so many people, and it was just so much fun. I was gonna have a specific memory, and I don't know, maybe it was Thanksgiving, but we were playing Christmas out in the snow.
You were playing Christmas in the snow?
We're playing football out in the snow. I don't know why I said Christmas. I don't remember if it was Christmas or Thanksgiving, but my older cousin Jordan was, I guess I don't know how old he was at the time, but he had an earring and he lost it in the game, and we all stopped and we're like trying to find it in the snow, and then he's like, I guess it's not a big deal, they're fake. I was like, then why are we spending all this time? And it's just like all of these teenage boys searching for an earring out in the field, in the snow. I don't know. That was just such a weird. I don't know if that was the same year or not. We always played football, Thanksgiving and Christmas. We always played football with my cousins, but we were in a parking lot one year because they just put in a new building next door, and it was plowed, but the snow was up on the side. So we're like, okay, we're not going to tackle on the cement, on the ice and the cement, but if you're on the sidelines, it's tackle. And I just remember the first play, my cousin's running up the sideline, and my other cousin comes over and just smashes him into what we thought was just a snowbank, but it was actually like rocks with like a kind of a thin layer of snow. So it was crazy. I mean, but that was, I mean, that's best memories would be playing football with my cousins. I remember one year I got new socks for Christmas. One of my uncles or aunts gave me new socks, and it was the greatest thing ever because we were just playing football out in the snow until my feet were all wet. So I switched into some dry socks. And then I had my cousin like gave me like his gift card for a pair of socks too, because he needed some warm socks. So I just love those are the great memories that I have for Christmas. Did you think of any in all of that time that I took?
I mean, I don't
try to give you as much time as possible. That's why I let these stories kind of.
That's why you were rambling on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I like to paint the picture so that you guys
yes,
can.
you do love to paint a picture.
Yes.
I don't have like one specific memory that stands out. I feel like we didn't have a ton of traditions growing up because I don't know if when I was little, but at some point my dad started a job where he would work sometimes on Christmas. So our Christmases were always relatively flexible. And if he was, we'd go to his job and like hang out with him sometimes. And so I remember them just kind of being, nothing was super traditional. But the two things that I remember are when we lived in Wilmer, because my grandparents lived in the same town as us. Yep. So we would always have Christmas with them. So the day after Thanksgiving, we would always go get a real tree. I
remember going with you guys one year.
Yeah, we went one year.
Together, yeah.
Yep. So we would get one, and then my grandparents would get one, and so we'd go every year to Stacy's in Wilmer. I don't know if it's just like, I mean, we went as adults because we went after Mary, but it is the best Christmas tree place that I remember ever going.
They do a good job of like, don't you get like free hot cocoa there too?
Apple cider.
Yeah,
and
I feel
Christmas
it felt
cookies.
very.
They've got their dogs are there like walking around. Yeah, very cozy.
Yeah.
And then when we were at my grandpa Jelly's for Christmas, my grandpa would read the Christmas story before we could open gifts. And those are like the two things that I remember.
The Jesus one or the Scrooge one?
The Jesus one.
Well, you never know.
Straight out the Bible.
Straight out the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we'd go Christmas Eve to get my grandparents' Christmas tree, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Yeah. Like that was part of the Christmas Eve. We were at my mom's side, and we would go early. We would go get the tree. Maybe this was just one year, and I don't know. But I just remember going to get the tree. We would set it up. Maybe he would have it before, but we would decorate on Christmas Eve during the day. And then everyone would come over for like dinner at night. And then we would open presents and stuff.
That's crazy.
And I remember there was one of those like silver trees from the like fake ones from the 70s upstairs. And then downstairs was the real tree. But my grandpa loved tinsel, and he would just cover the thing with so much tinsel. And then he would, the day after Christmas, go to the store and buy it at 50% off again or whatever. So we'd have more tinsel for next year.
Tinsel does make for a very beautiful tree.
But it was just covered.
Yeah.
And tinsel gets everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, that was Christmas Eve when Santa and Jesus were black. Went to my mom's side, so Santa. Oh yeah.
My own tinsel this year.
If you want to know how, see her instructional. Uh-oh, now you're in trouble. We'll just leave that there. But no, we would go to my mom's Christmas Eve. So Santa was black and Jesus was black. And then we would go to my dad's Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And Jesus and Santa were white.
Yeah.
Because that was my life growing up.
My Jesus was always, I don't know. I guess I never really thought about what color he was, to be honest with you.
It's because you're white and
no, it's also because I don't picture things in my head, so I don't think about those things. And then I didn't grow up believing in Santa Claus, so.
You didn't grow up, you didn't believe in him at all?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever knew that. Did I know that?
Yeah, we've talked about it before.
Oh.
Like I knew what Santa Claus was. And again, it was like a Christmas figure, but I didn't grow up believing that he was real.
Yeah, that was
actually one time we had these next door neighbors. I had to be pretty young. I don't know. But we had these next door neighbors, and there was a girl who was close in my age and a boy who was close to my brother's age who's older. And so they were over at her house, and I innocently made a comment about Santa Claus not being real, and she chased me around our house with this metal baton. And my brother and her brother were trying to like stop her because our parents weren't there for some reason. So
that's wild.
Yeah.
No,
if your kids aren't gonna believe in Santa, just make sure you tell them that other kids do.
This is that whole Jesus versus Santa question. See, it's coming full circle. I knew that was going.
Honestly, my parents might have. I don't have a memory of them saying like, "Hey, no, I don't say that to other people." My
sister's kids, she didn't teach them to believe in Santa, but she told them other kids do, so don't ruin it for them.
Yeah, because some of her nieces and nephews do.
Yeah. Or did. I don't know if they maybe
some of them are little. Like we got one that's little still.
That's true.
So yeah,
that's true.
You just gotta be
But
careful.
No, we believed in Santa, like we were told that as a kid. But I found out really early because I had older siblings, and so when Brittany found out, the rest of us found out, and she found out because in our stockings, my parents were in Amway back in the day, right? Because it was the 90s, right? So why not? And they put like the Amway brand gum in our stockings. And so Brittany takes it out and she's like, is Santa an Amway too? What? And then she ended up figuring out. And so then I figured out. And so I don't ever really remember having memories of Santa or like believing in Santa because I was so young when Brittany ruined that for me. It just reminds me of, so I went and saw The Island when it was in the theaters. Did you ever see that movie? I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
It's PG-13. I went with some friends, and there was a family sitting behind me, and I was like, these kids are way too young. They should not be in this movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just action and whatever. But there's a line in the movie. Is that the one
where they are like...
They're clones.
Yeah.
They're clones.
They make them to harvest their organs.
Yeah, rich people get clones so that they can...
It's weird.
It's weird and kind of creepy. And there is the scene where they're like destroying the essentially embryos of like their human clones. So it's weird and kind of dystopian, but they're in the movie and there's a line where Steve Buscemi says to Ewan McGregor, "Why do I always have to be the one to tell kids there's no Santa Claus?" And this little kid behind me goes, "There's no Santa Claus?" I was like, that's what you get for bringing your kids to a PG-13 movie when they're not old enough to see it.
That's so funny. It's so sad.
So that's how that kid found out there's no Santa Claus.
Family night, his whole life was ruined.
Yes.
That's so sad.
So you got to take those warnings literal when ratings. All right, what else we got?
I don't know.
I said best Christmas memory, and I was going to go to best Christmas traditions. We kind of went into our traditions. Yeah. One thing I did want to point out, this is kind of a free tip for those who are not married or newly married or trying to figure things out. We just happened to have it because my older siblings were already married by the time we got married. We go every other year, Christmas and Thanksgiving. So like this year, we were down with your parents for Thanksgiving. We'll be with my parents for Christmas. And that because they live out of town, and that's the way that we can get to them both. The people that like try to get to, I grew up, both my grandparents were in Brooklyn Center. So like we could get to both. If Thanksgiving, we would do both, Christmas like every other day. But I think it's been super helpful that we haven't had to have those conversations. It
also makes a difference now that my parents live out of state.
Yeah.
I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah, we got in trouble by my siblings the first year we were married because your parents lived in Plymouth. So we went. After we were done with our Christmas activities with my family, we went over to her family, and my siblings were not.
Well, maybe we haven't talked about this because we don't have to, but if my parents still lived here in state, I think I probably would put up a little bit of a fight to see them at least at some point on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Because I feel like, I get it that that's what your family has set. Because until recently, we still went with your mom's side of the family on Christmas Eve.
Well, yeah, that was part of it.
But now that
we don't grandparents have passed,
do that anymore. We're just with your family Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We could squeeze my parents in somewhere.
Okay, well, let's not get in a fight. We don't have to deal with that now. So right now
it's not an option. So.
Right now your family lives in Oklahoma, so we can't do that in one day.
But I think it happened because one of your siblings lives out of state. One of them, their in-laws are out of state. Yeah. So it's really not an option.
Yeah, and I think majority of us. Her extended family is in the other one. Her extended family is out of state, so they used to go there. Yeah. Anyways. But I just think people that it's just so hectic when you try to do.
Well, and to me, holidays. It's not that big of a deal to do.
Let's just try to get to everyone all the time.
Yeah, people are really set on a different day doing things.
I was talking to somebody who is like,
I'm trying to say something.
On the 23rd, they weren't available because that's when their family does Christmas. Is doing Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. 23rd. People get really set on like sticking with Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Yeah, which I get, but again, growing up, we did Christmas whenever. Yeah, we could whenever my dad was free, and so.
Well, and honestly, Jesus wasn't actually born on the 25th, was he?
No.
I don't want to upset anyone, but I don't think that was the case, or at least we don't know for sure what day he was born. I was gonna another Christmas memory.
Oh my!
I forgot what it was. How about my first Christmas with your family and your mom fell asleep on the couch while we were opening presents? That's one of my favorite Christmas memories. I mean, I think technically we were done opening presents, but I didn't know your mom well enough
to realize that was
now
normal?
I know that your mom is the best napper in the history of the world. Mm-hmm. She's so good at I think it was when we were in Kansas City. She was like, I'm going to take a 10-minute nap and then we can go do whatever we're doing that night. Mm-hmm. And she literally was asleep. 10 minutes later, woke up, okay, good to go.
Yeah, she's an
if you take a nap, you're done. You're done. Your mind does not fully wake up.
No.
I was a better napper. I now don't fall asleep as quickly, so it kind of ruins if you only have a little bit of time. But she is just so good at okay, I got my 10 minutes or my 20 minutes, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's honestly impressive. It's very impressive. But yeah, I just remember that Christmas opening presents and then yeah, that was fun. Christmas traditions. Anything? I mean, kind of covered that.
I talked about that.
Last question. Do you have any Christmas hot takes?
Besides key lime cookies, key lime desserts.
Because you kind of already named quite a few.
Don't belong in
you have pretty strong opinions about Christmas cookies. I think it would be a hot take to say put up your tree whenever you want, decorate whenever you want. A lot of people. I get a lot of people get pretty feisty about listening to Christmas music in November. And those people are
miserable.
It's a good point. Be happy.
Be happy. Christmas is happy. I don't understand. You do whatever you want in your house. When I have Christmas decorations up in my house, it doesn't affect you.
No.
So why do you care when I decorate?
No. I'll say this. If you're potentially dating someone thinking about marriage, if they don't let you put up your Christmas tree whenever you want to, if they're like, no, we got to wait till after Halloween or after Thanksgiving, they're not the one. No, if you're already married, you got to stay with them, Lord. Pray for them and work it out. But if you're thinking of marrying someone and they're like, no, we can't listen to Christmas music or put up a Christmas tree.
I will say I'm probably not going to force somebody to listen to Christmas music early on. Fair. In October.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that I do kind of get. Not everybody loves it, gets old quick. And I get that. I get that. But there's not that many situations where I'm forcing someone to listen to music anyway.
No, the only thing I think about is when we worked at a church, they would put Christmas music in the hallways pretty early. And I remember people getting upset.
I was just fine with that.
Which I love it. And in their defense, they were like, we have to decorate for Christmas and promote Christmas because we have a toy drive going on and our Christmas show is the first weekend of December. Yeah. So we can't wait until Thanksgiving. It's a week.
The only people that I will say you can complain about Christmas music, I think, are people that work retail.
Yeah.
But speaking as somebody that worked retail for a long time, you're going to be okay.
And the problem becomes when people have a short Christmas playlist. and so they get repetitive.
Yeah, you need.
But there's so many different, even if it's the same song, there's so many different versions that sound so incredibly different that it's a massive enough. It's a big enough library that I think you can listen to Christmas music for a while without it getting too repetitive. I mean, you listen to the radio station, although it's 2025, nobody does anymore. People don't listen to radio stations anymore. But growing up, KDWB would play top 40. Yeah. So if you listen to KDWB wouldn't even take an hour to get to the same songs because they literally, it's a top 40 station. They literally played 40 songs. So there's plenty of Christmas music. And I saw somebody say this online, and I agree. If you want Thanksgiving to have its proper place and not play Christmas music until after Thanksgiving, then write a good Thanksgiving song.
Well, not even that.
I'll listen. If there's a good Thanksgiving song, I'll listen to that.
Well, we found that one, the Stretchy Pants song.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's not good, though. I said write a good Christmas song.
Yeah, it was not good. No. I don't feel like I have any other hot takes.
No, I think it's
I've seen a lot of people online being like, oh, Christmas isn't magical anymore. Christmas isn't magical anymore. But that's because your parents were making it magical for you, and you're now the adult.
So
you have to make it magical for yourself.
To make it magical.
My Christmas feels plenty magical.
Yes.
But I have chosen to decorate early. I've chosen to bake. I've chosen to watch Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's on you.
I saw somebody was saying that when you're an adult, you don't need Christmas presents anymore.
What?
I was like, well, that's why Christmas isn't magical. Like,
well, that's dumb.
Yes, I'm an adult. And yes, our money comes from the same bank account. So anything you're buying me for Christmas, I help pay for it. The presents under the tree for you, they came from the same account, right? So you could go buy it yourself, but that's not fun. That's not magical. No. That's stupid. I do buy stuff for myself during the year sometimes.
I know. I have to tell you to stop shopping so I can buy you Christmas presents.
I mean, I didn't stop until last week, but
when I told you, stop it until after Christmas.
I didn't buy anything for myself that I sent you.
Yes, but I don't always just go based off of your list. I just think that's so boring, and then you're not surprised at all.
Yeah. But I gave you a pretty extensive list, so you had things to choose from.
You did. Give me a long list.
But my stuff that I like is more expensive and not really within our budget for Christmas. Anything else? Any other hot takes?
I don't think so.
No, I mean, it's we also don't have a lot of hot takes because we agree on a lot of stuff. So maybe if there's people in there that don't agree with us, you can jump in the chat and let us know that something we said that's very normal to us might be a hot take to you, I suppose. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I could do the millennial clap. Just kidding. I don't like to clap because it's audio. But we'll see you later.
We're not
probably
seeing them at all. We can't see them.
That's just what you say, though.
Oh, okay.
See you next time. I don't know. Probably after New Year's, we'll do one on New Year's resolutions because I know you're a big fan of goal setting and.
Oh gosh.
We don't have to do that. That would mostly be me talking. I'm to a fault. Structured plans, goals, and you don't. You're better at. I'm
hungry.
I feel like every episode ends with you. I'm hungry. Can we be done?
That's because you just keep talking.
Oh, but you're supposed to like me talking and love me anyways.
I do, but I like you better when I have eaten dinner.
All right, we're gonna go. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Kwanzaa to those who celebrate. Whatever else you might celebrate. Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah.
Thanks for joining us.
Happy Hanukkah.
Bye.
That's from Friends.